Hey there, this is Jim from Keynecht, and today we're talking APUs, auxiliary power units. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jim, I've been running these Florida-Texas lanes for 20 years without one of these things. And you're right, you have. But with diesel pushing $4 plus dollars and those July afternoons in Houston feeling like the surface of the sun, it's time we had an honest conversation. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to give you the real deal on what works, what's garbage, and what the salesman won't tell you. Because buying the wrong APU is like marrying the wrong person. Expensive to get out of, and miserable while you're stuck with it. Let's cut through the BS and talk about your money. Every hour you idle that big motor, you're burning a gallon of diesel. Period. Your 15-liter Cummins doesn't negotiate. It drinks a gallon whether you're cooling off in Miami or keeping warm in Amarillo. Here's the math. 2,000 idle hours a year times $4 diesel equals $8,000 out of your pocket. That's a truck payment, folks. Modern diesel APUs, they'll cut that fuel burn by 75%. We're talking $2,000 instead of $8,000. Electric APUs, zero fuel while running. But here's what they don't tell you, and pay attention because this matters. Those electric batteries will die on you, not if, when. Year 4 or 5, you're looking at $3,000 to $5,000 for new batteries. Factor that into your math or you'll get burned. Smart operators look at total cost of ownership, not just sticker price. All right, let's talk about who's actually making these things and who you can trust with your hard-earned money. After watching this market for years, here's the truth. There are the big boys with nationwide service and everyone else. Thermo, King, and Carrier, they're the Kenworth and Peterbilt of APUs. You can get parts and service from Pensacola to El Paso. That matters at 2 a.m. when you're broken down. Bergstrom, Green APU, Dynasis, solid companies that know APUs inside and out. But here's the dealer desert problem. When that fancy unit craps out in some nowhere truck stop, good luck finding a tech who knows their system. Roy Powell, Battle-born, new electric players with impressive tech. But remember, you're betting your business on companies that might not be around in 10 years. Choose wisely. My rule: if you can't get it fixed where you run, don't buy it. Let's get real about diesel APUs because most of you will end up here. The Thermo King Triac Evolution costs $8,000 to $9,000 for a reman. Expensive? Yes. But here's why experienced operators keep buying them. Universal Service Network. When it breaks, and it will break, you can get it fixed anywhere. That green APU star at $14,000 with 0.01 gallons per hour fuel burn? Incredible numbers. But can you get it serviced in Laredo at midnight? Because that's when things break in this business. Here's the maintenance reality nobody talks about. These diesel units need oil changes every 500 to 1,000 hours. If you're not turning wrenches yourself, add $200 to $300 per service. I've seen guys get sticker shock when the bills start rolling in. The HP 2000 looks tempting at $10,000. Lightest unit at 310 pounds. But smaller company, limited dealers. You get what you pay for in this business. Now the electric units, this is where things get interesting. These things are impressive tech. Whisper quiet, zero fuel burn, 14 plus hours of run time. The Bergstrom, Knight, and Roy Powell systems work as advertised. But here's the battery gamble. Those lithium packs are ticking time bombs for your wallet. Year 4 or 5, they start dying. $3,000 to $5,000 for replacement. The salesmen gloss over this part. The idle-free Series 5000 claims $10,000 yearly savings. Great marketing, but that assumes perfect conditions and high idle hours. Real world is messier. My take: if you run consistent high idle routes and you're mechanically inclined, electric makes sense. If you just want to turn the key and go, stick with proven diesel technology. Trust your gut, not the brochure. Let's run real numbers based on 2,000 idle hours per year. No APU, 2,000 gallons, $8,000 fuel cost. Ouch. Triac Evolution, 500 gallons, $2,000 fuel cost. 12 months payback on an 8K unit. Green APU Star, 20 gallons, $80 fuel cost. Even at 14K, you're looking at 24-month payback. Electric units, zero fuel. But factor in that battery replacement. Real payback is 18 to 24 months when you do honest math. But here's what these calculations don't show. Downtime, repairs, and the reality that some loads don't give you enough idle time to justify the investment. Know your operation before you buy. Let's talk about the stuff that really matters in the real world. Service network is everything. I don't care how good that APU looks on paper, if you can't get it fixed, it's worthless. Period. The noise factor? Some of these diesel units sound like angry chainsaws. You'll make enemies at every truck stop. Some places have noise ordinances that'll get you kicked out. Ask me how I know. Weight matters if you're hauling heavy. That HP 2000 saving you 100 pounds might be the difference between legal and overweight. Driver retention angle. A quiet, reliable APU keeps good drivers happy. A loud, unreliable one sends them looking for another truck. Good drivers are hard to find. Think beyond just fuel savings. All right, here's what you actually need to know. First, if you're not idling 1,500 plus hours yearly, don't bother. The math doesn't work. Deal with the fuel cost. Second, match technology to your operation. Predictable routes and schedules, electric might work. All over the map, diesel is safer. Third, buy for your lanes. Make sure there are dealers where you actually run. Don't get stranded waiting for a specialized tech. Fourth, be honest about maintenance. Hate turning wrenches? Factor in higher service costs. Like working on equipment? Any system can save you money. Fifth, check dealer density before you buy. Downtime kills any fuel savings model. Remember, the best APU is the one that keeps working. Day after day, mile after mile. Look, there's no perfect APU. Every system has trade-offs. The key is understanding your operation, being honest about your capabilities, and buying from companies that'll be there when you need them. Don't let fancy fuel burn numbers fool you. Don't fall for the sales pitch. Do your homework, know your roots, and buy smart. The right APU is an investment in your business's future. The wrong one, that's an expensive lesson you don't want to learn. For more valuable content like this, follow us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. We're here to help you make smarter decisions for your trucking business. Stay safe out there and keep those wheels turning profitably.